Tasting like a boss. How you guys doing? I have Kylo Ren here. What's up, buddy? I'm not sure if he's going to stay with me the entire time or not. He is rambunctious today, and I wonder why. Well, I think it's because he's excited, or he's getting pre-caffeine jitters, because today we are going to be reviewing, boom, Death Wish pumpkin chai coffee, to be exact. And I will say that the fans of Death Wish, see, you're just like, either you're trying to get away or you're excited. I can't tell. But fans of Death Wish coffee are rabid. Are you a fan? Is that what it is? Yeah, well, you're acting like it, because I can tell you that the people on the boards have been asking for me to review this particular coffee since early September. So sorry that I waited till October. I wanted to make it seasonal, but I also knew I couldn't wait to make it the third flavor I did this week regarding pumpkin, because people really want it reviewed. So here comes your three-way review. I have done Death Wish coffee before. It's one of the few videos I actually tacked some more video into the end, because Death Wish coffee is known for being highly caffeinated. And I wasn't feeling anything different until about 5 minutes after I turned off the video, and I felt a little jittery on my skin, which wasn't a bad experience, but I wanted people to know that it's not messing around. It is definitely a higher caffeine coffee, okay? So let's get, what you're gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Okay, if you jump down, it's up to you. You just wanna shut all over me? Yeah, probably, okay. Now he's down, he's going to boss right now. He fears the Death Wish. Let's give it a smell. It smells like coffee. Actually don't even detect much of the spice. And as an explanation of what it says it is, it indicates that it is a medium roast coffee. After you have the medium roast coffee, they've added cinnamon, cardamom, and nutmeg. So that's what you have for the pumpkin spice. We're gonna be tasting it in the cold brew, of course. We're gonna be tasting it in the drip, and we're gonna be trying it in the espresso. So let's get right down to the tasting. Let's move these pumpkins a little to the side, make some space. All right, going right to the cold brew. Give it a smell. It smells more pumpkin-y than the coffee. It doesn't smell very coffee-ish, but there's a little bit of a pumpkin smell. Let's give it a taste. Well, there are other pumpkin flavors that are better for cold brew. The Pete's coffee that I had yesterday, I think, is better than this particular cold brew. It's got some pumpkin flavor towards the end. I'm in no way saying it's bad, but the intensity of the pumpkin flavor is not going to be on par with Pete's or Bones. So if you're there for the pumpkin flavor and the pumpkin flavor alone, I would go with one of those brands over this particular one. However, if you're looking for a highly caffeinated cold brew coffee that also tastes like pumpkin, well, this is gonna do it for you. So if you're looking for the high caffeine and you want some pumpkin flavor, that's it. But is it going to be at the same level as pumpkin flavor as the other ones I've had? It's not. At the same time, it is not a bad cup of cold brew at all. It's just I have very demanding standards. I have very high standards for you. So on this, not my favorite as far as pumpkin goes. I'd rather just stick with the Death Wish coffee for me. Regular Death Wish, which I did like a lot in cold brew. So let's move to the drip. Move into the drip. Much more smell in the drip. Mostly coffee though, coffee forward. Not a lot of the spice. Not much of a pumpkin smell either, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Tasting like a boss. Okay, well, I just reviewed Pete's spiced pumpkin, and I said that the drip didn't really taste like pumpkin, because it didn't. It was still a good cup of coffee. This does taste like pumpkin, but they say it's a medium roast, and it is definitely a medium roast, but it has some peaks in its flavor, some spikes in the flavor in the beginning. Not sour, but almost getting there, which reminds me more of a morning blend. It's kind of weird to have a coffee taste like this. It tastes more like a morning blend that you just know is caffeinated as all can be, and it's gonna make you feel jittery. So it's kind of interesting, and it does have pumpkin taste. So I prefer this drip to the peach drip that we just reviewed yesterday. So that's a thumbs up for me. But if you're expecting a darker roast or even a full medium roast, it doesn't seem to taste that way here. I don't know exactly why that is. But yeah, it's good. It's nice little pumpkin drip coffee. Okay, moving to the espresso. Okay. We already had a winner yesterday as far as having an espresso that is pumpkin spice. Can we have two? Let's see. Tasting like a boss. Well, smelling like a boss first. The spice elements are more there. So of the three, this definitely has the smell you're looking for. No, I wouldn't do an espresso at all. Okay, just avoid it. It's far too, it's sour in the front. Not so aggressively so. It's just that if you're gonna have something that's sour and it also doesn't bring the flavor of pumpkin spice, why would you do it? It's a waste of the beans. I mean, I'm gonna drink it because I'm not gonna put it to waste, but I'll never do this one again. And I don't suggest that you do it either. Unless you just wanna do it and be contradictory to me and go in the comments and say I'm wrong, which is totally fine. So let's go back and quick review. If you're looking for a coffee that's gonna make your house smell like pumpkin spice, this is not going to be it, okay? Neither was Pete's Coffee, which we did yesterday for this particular brand. It just doesn't make the house smell like pumpkin spice. Just doesn't. But when it comes to the flavors that are here, the drip, I think succeeds in what it's doing, more so than Pete's did yesterday. So that's a thumbs up. On the cold brew, yes, you'll have a little bit of pumpkin flavor, so I have to give it a thumbs up for that. However, if it weren't for the fact that this is highly caffeinated coffee, I would just say don't get this and go with other brands. So if you want a high caffeinated cold brew coffee that tastes like pumpkin, but maybe not as much as you want it to taste like pumpkin, this is still good for you. And I'm still, hey guys, Death Wish fans out there, I'm still a fan of Death Wish coffee. I like it a lot. It's just that, it could taste more like pumpkin. Come on, be honest. You know it's true. So in the comments, tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if you agree with me. That'd be great. Hit like, subscribe, and share. We got another review coming. You might actually get it tonight if I don't die of caffeine poisoning in the meantime, all right? Until next time, keep tasting like a boss. Hello, bosses. How you guys doing? I know I'm tacking on another video. Seems like whenever I do Death Wish, I need to do that. A couple of things. One, Kylo shed on me so much. It's crazy. So I'm having to dust all that hair off. And two, just like the last time I had Death Wish, I want everyone to understand that yes, if you've never had Death Wish coffee, does it give you a sensation other ones don't? Yes, indeed. So it's a couple of minutes after I shot the video and I'm jittery, but not bad, but you can feel the skin sort of crawl and you feel like you shot out of a cannon. So even though I wasn't a huge fan of the cold brew, which is okay, which is fine, does it give you that additional feeling that it seems that only Death Wish can? Yes, indeed it does. So until next time, guys, keep tasting like a boss and get ready for the next review, which I'm excited about. Hopefully you are too. Little sneak peek, little preview.